Yeah, good morning everyone. So today we are coming with one more video model paper on TCS NQT explanation. I hope you already enjoyed the previous video on TCS NQT model paper. Suppose if you have anyone missed that video, I request you to watch that video. Meanwhile, share today's video with your friends so that they can utilize this opportunity in preparing TCS NQT examination. So this was a pattern. This you already know. So let's directly dive into the today's session. So try to share this maximum number of students so that I'll also get energy in giving more number of sessions like this. So try to share this information with your students or with your friends. So try to share the maximum. So we'll wait for 1 to 2 minutes and then let's start the session. So meanwhile, if you have missed this previous introduction class and the yesterday's class, you can also view on it on YouTube by clicking on the YouTube session. So okay, let's start the session now with the first question. And if you have any difficulties in this video, let us try to post your comments in the chat box so that I can get to know what are the issues you are facing. So let's start the session here. Okay. So first we'll go with the numerical section and then we'll move to the reasoning ability section. So this pattern is already known to you. So under numerical ability section, 25 questions, again 25 minutes will be given and they will be asked to solve 20 questions. Under reasoning ability, they will also give 25 minutes of time to solve 20 seconds. Okay, let's go to the first question. Okay, this was the first question. So the first so let's take, okay, try to solve if anyone of you know the answer for this question. So I will be see in the comment section, those will be answer in the comment section. So what the question is actually, find the distance between the points 2 comma 2 and minus 1 comma 6. Find the distance between the points 2 comma 2 and minus 1 comma 6. And we are having four options for the question. So try to answer the question. I'm waiting for your responses in the comment section. Okay, Sri Lakshmi has answered that the answer was 5. So okay, let's see whether the Sri Lakshmi's answer is correct or not. Let's see by explaining with the correct answer. Okay, Syed is also answered. She has answered. Okay, Mehraj Syed answered as 25. Okay, she has corrected her answer as 25. Okay, let's see the explanation what it is exactly. So in order to solve this problem, he has given that 2 points, that is 2 comma 2 and minus 1 comma 6. So in order to solve this problem, we need to remember the basic formula, that is d is equals to distance is equals to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So here this was x1 and this was y1 and this was x2 and this was y2 value. Okay, so Soumya is also answered the question as 5. Okay, let's see whether those answers are correct or not by giving the explanation here. Correct. So what is the x2 value here? Minus 1 minus 2 whole square plus 6 minus 2 whole square. And if we simplify this equation, it will be like 9 plus 16. So our answer will be directly 5. So many of them answered the answer as correct. So congrats for them. So they are good preparation. The answer for this particular problem will be option D. Let's go to the next question here. Okay, this was the next question. So meanwhile, you can also share this question with this video with your friends so that they will also utilize this opportunity in solving the questions, and it will give the chance to clear the TCS NQT exam for further stages. And you know, many of the candidates has applied for the TCS NQT examination. So try to answer this question first and then I'll explain the question. So I'll wait for 5 to 10 seconds of time and then I'll start giving the explanation. So what is the question means? Find the area of triangle whose vertices are 6 comma 3, minus 3 comma 5 and 4 comma minus 2. This was a given question and we are having 4 options corresponding to that question. So let's comment your answers in the comment section and I'll read out who are in the chat box. So I'm waiting for your comments. Okay, let's see the explanation here. Okay, what are the given points here? Means the given points are 6 comma 3 and minus 3 comma 5 and 4 comma minus 2. These are the given points and what we need to find is we need to find the area of a triangle. So we know the area of triangle in different cases. Suppose if 3 points are given or 3 vertices are given, we can easily find. Suppose if I consider this as a triangle, so this I'll suppose if 3 points are given, suppose this is 2, this is 3 and this is 5, I can easily find the formula as half into bh. I can find the area of triangle or otherwise I can also use the Heron's formula for this. But this is a different scenario. But here instead of giving the values like this, he gave it in vertices form. So let's see how to get the answer for this question. Okay. For this also we are having a basic form direct formula. If you remember this formula, then you can easily find the area of triangle. Area of triangle is equals to half into modulus of. So okay, I'm naming these values here. This was x1, y1, x2, y2, x3 and y3. So after naming the values here, so the basic formula here will be, so 1 by 2 modulus of y1 into x2 minus x3 plus y2 into x3 minus x1 plus y3 into x1 minus x2. So if we remember this formula, you can easily solve this problem and you can easily substitute the values given here and then you can get the answer here. So all you need to do is you need to remember this formula and carefully you need to substitute the values given here and then simplify the equation, you will get the answer here. So see here 1 by 2. So what is the y1 value here? So the y1 value here will be 3 here. So x2 will be of minus 3 and x3 will be of minus 4 plus y2 value will be of 5 and x2 value will be of minus 2 minus of 6 plus and y3 value here will be minus 2 of and x1 value will be 6 and x2 value will be of and minus of minus will be 3. And if we simplify this equation, okay, so Soumya has answered the question as 49 by 2. Okay, let's see whether her question or her explanation is correct or not, or with our explanation here. Okay, 1 by 2 of 3 into minus 7 plus 5 into minus 8 minus 2 into 9. And if we simplify this equation, it will be like 1 by 2 of minus 21 minus, okay, is there any missing? Okay, this was a 4 minus, okay, this was 4 minus 6, we have taken it wrong. 4 minus 6, it will be like minus 2, so we get minus 10 minus 18. And if we simplify all this equation, since the modulus was present, whether you get a negative values also, if I apply the modulus here, we'll get the positive values only, so it will be like 49 by 2. So the correct answer for this problem will be 49 by 2 will be the correct one. So congrats on me, I've answered the question as correct. Let's move to the next question. Okay, this was the next question. What number must be added to 5678 to get a remainder of 35 when divided by 460, and we are having four options for the question. So this question will comes under a number system topic. So say take some 10 to 15 seconds of time and try to post your answers. After that I will explain the correct explanation. So I'm waiting for your responses. So who are in the live session, try to post your answers. Whether you say the correct answer or wrong answer, it will not a matter. So you'll get to know how the questions will be appeared in the examination. So try to post your answers. Okay, I'm waiting for your responses. Try to post the answer. Okay, let's see the explanation here. So what he asked in the question means, so some number has to be added to 5, 6, 7, 8. Some number, some let x number has to be added to get a remainder of 35, to get a remainder of 35 when this number is divided by 460. So when this number is divided, when this x some x number, that may be a 2-digit number or 3-digit number or a single digit number also. So when this number x is added to 5, 6, 7, 8 divided by 460, we need to get a remainder of 35. So for that, what we need to do is this 5, 6, I'm considering only this 5, 6, 7, 8 now. This 5, 6, 7, 8 is divisible with the 460 for how many times exactly? So if I take 460 into 10, it will become 4600, and if I take 460 into 2, also it will be like 960, like 800 and 120, it will become 920. So it will be like 0, 2 and 50 and 55. So with 460 into 12, so we'll get the value as 5520. So which is lesser than this number. Suppose if I take 460 into 13 also, I'll get the digit as, so how much I'll get means, so 5980 I'll get, which is greater than this number. So now what I'll do is I'll subtract this number, I'll subtract this number from this value because this is greater than that number. So when I subtract this 5, 6, 7, 8, how much I'll get here? So I'll get a 302, I'll get as 302. But this is not my answer. Why? Because if you observe in the given option, so 302 is not present in our option. So now what we need to do is, so after getting 302, we are always getting a remainder of 35 here. So if we add that one, it will be like 337. But 337 is not also present in the given option. So in order to get the number which has to be added, so what we need to do is we need to add this dividend value which is divided here. So we need to add this dividend value, that is 460 here. So if I add that 460, it will like 9 and 7. So 797. So this x value will be 797. So the correct answer for this particular problem will be 797. If I add 797 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it will give me a remainder of 35. It will give me a remainder of 35. So this is the easiest way. All you need to do is you need to practice more number of questions, then you can easily get the answers. Then you can easily get the answers here. So I hope you are clear with this problem, and if you are having any doubts, you can also comment in the comment section, or meanwhile you can also post your queries into to our support number or support mail ID provided here. So from those also your doubts will be cleared. And meanwhile you can also follow us on our social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook platforms. So from there you can have some tips regarding the interviews and some placement questions and coding also, coding questions also you will be get to know that here. And I will suggest you, those who are in this live session, request you to register for the free online mock test which was conducted by MSMF. So those tests are provided at free of cost. So you can utilize that opportunity by registering in that uh, so that link will be posted in the chat box, or you can also find it in the previous videos as well. So those who are new to this session, I request you to register for that and utilize this opportunity. You will get the free mock test at free of cost. So you don't need to pay anything. MSMF is providing the test at free of cost based on the TCS NQT pattern. So let's move to the next question here. Okay, this was the next question. What will be the remainder when 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, power 24 is divided by 6561. So let us take some D option as, let us take D option as 6. So what will be the remainder? So here we need to find the remainder. What will be the remainder? If you know this concept, or if you know this number system or remainder theorem, you will easily solve this problem. So here also we are solving this problem within it's some shortcut method also here, instead of going in the traditional method here. So I'm waiting for your responses. Try to post your answers if you get the answer, or try to post your answers. Okay, let me explain the answer here. So what is the given number is he gave some very big number, that is so it is from 1 to 9 and 0 is added, and from 1 to 9 power 24 is divided with a 6561. Suppose if I go with this solving with the normal traditional method, it will take a lot of time to get the answer. So to save my time in answering the question, what I'll do is I'll use some shortcut method here. So what is that shortcut method is I'll take the digital sum. I'll take the digital sum of this number. I'll take the digital sum of this whole number. So while adding this digital number also, you don't need to add manually. Suppose 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and up to so on, and if we count the value. So for this also we use the sum of n natural numbers formula. Sum of n natural numbers formula. What is that sum of natural numbers formula? N into n plus 1 by 2. If you remember this formula, so here what is the highest number? It was like uh, 1 to 9 and 1 to 9. Two patterns are present. So I'll take here 2 into. So if I take 0 also, it will give nothing value. So that's why. So 2 into here the n value will be 9. 9 plus 1 divided by 2. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. So 9 into 10, that will be equals to 90. So the whole digital sum for this I will get it as 90. So in the digital sum we said if we get a 2 digit, so try to make this as a single digit. So this will be so the digital sum of all this value will be 9 only. So I'll take this whole number as a 9 power 24 divided by and this number. So what is this number? This 6561. So for the 656 number, I need to find the factors. So what are the factors of these numbers? Means so the factors are 1, 3, 9, 27, 81, 240, 243, and 729, and 2187, and 6561. So these are all the factors of this given number. And if I add all these factors, if I add all these factors, how much I'll get? Means I'll get it as 9841, and add all these factors, that is 1 comma 3 comma 9 comma 27 comma 81 comma 243, 729, 2187, and 6561. If you add all this, you will get it as 9841. So the sum I am getting it as 9841. So but this 656 number is also called as a cubic number of 9. So this can be written like this. This can be written as a 9 power 4. The sum I am getting it as a 9841, and this value I can get it as a 9 power 4 value. I can write this. So if I divide this 9 power 24 with a 9 power 4, I'll get this remainder of 0. So this okay, the answer the remainder I'm getting here. Okay, Soumya has answered the answer as correct. So the answer is 0 is the exact correct answer. So the answer to this particular problem will be option C will be the correct one. I hope you are clear with this answer. So I suggest everyone to answer your answers in the comment section, so that I too get to know whether you are understanding the answer or not. Let's try to post your answers in the comment section. Okay, let's go for the next question. And here is the next question, and the next question is based on the ages topic. So this ages topic can solve in an easy manner. So try to read the question and post your answers. So try to take 10 to 15 seconds of time to answer your question. So the ages of two persons differ by 20 years. If 5 years ago the older one was 5 times as old as the younger one, then their present ages in years are. So try to post your answers in the comment section. I'll read out your answers in the comment section, those who post in this here in the chat box. So meanwhile, you can share this video to your friends also. So they'll also utilize this opportunity in solving or getting an idea of how the TCS NQT questions will be appeared to avoid the gaps while solving the problems in the actual exam. Okay, Ramesh has answered the option A, sir. So let's see whether Ramesh has answered as correct or not. And Soumya, okay, let's see the, okay, try to post your answers here. Okay, let me explain here. So what he gave in the question is, suppose older person and younger person. So the age difference he gave it as a 20 years. So from this one point you need to remember one point here. So when the difference between ages of two persons is some x years, after any number of year also, after any number of years also, this age difference will remain the same. That point you need to remember. When the difference between the ages of two persons is given, after any number of years also, that age difference will remain the same year. And suppose what he gave, and 5 years ago, 5 years ago, the older one is 5 times as that of the younger one. So this was the ratio of a older one and younger one 5 years ago. So as I told, if the difference between the ages of two persons is given, it will remain the same after any number of years. Suppose if it is of 5 years ago or 10 years ago, after 5 years later or 20 years later or any number of years also, the age difference will remain the same. So what is the difference present in between the younger one and old one here? So here the difference is four parts here. Okay, Ramesh has corrected our answer that he is answering that B, sir. So let's check the answer here. So four parts value are getting as a 20, which means one part will be equals to 5. So 5 years ago, their ages are 25 and 5 years. But he didn't ask about the age of them or age of those persons 5 years ago. But we need the age of them at present. So we need to come to the present from 5 years back. So this 25 and 5 is 5 years ago sales, but we need to add in order to get present ages, we need to add a plus 5 to them. So if I add that one, it will be like a 30 and 10. So the ages of, okay, Samya has answered our answers as a 30 and 10. So, okay, that was the exact correct answer. Congrats, Samya, you has answered. You are answering all the questions with accuracy. So, congrats. Let's also try to solve the remaining questions as well. Okay, let us move to the next question here. Okay, this was the next question. If the average of x and x plus, okay, 1 plus 1 by x be 2, then what is the value of x square plus 1 by x square? If the value of, or if the average of x and 1 by x is 2, then the value of x square plus 1 by x square is how much? So try to see this question and get the answer. So try to take out 10 to 15 seconds of time to answer the question. Meanwhile, you can also follow us on our social media platforms. So some free mock tests are also provided for you at the free of cost. You can register in our Google form. If you fill our Google forms, the link will be shared with to you to write the exams. Your mail IDs of your support or the numbers provided in the registration form, and you can utilize the test at free of cost. And you can also access your reports or how many marks you are getting. You can also get that report from those assessments as well. So it will give you an idea how the actual questions will be appeared in the exam, and also it will avoid if any problems occurred in the examination. Okay, let's try to post your answers here. I'm waiting for your responses. Okay, let me solve the answer here. So what is given the question is average of x plus 1 by x is 2. And if I take this one to this side, it will be like x plus 1 by x, that will be equals to 4. And what he asks us to find? He asks us to find x square plus 1 by x square value we need to find. And if I square this one here, and if I square this one here, so it will be like x plus 1 by x whole square, that will be equals to 4 square. So this will become what? X square plus 1 by x square plus 2, that will be equals to 16. So x square plus 1 by x square, that will be equals to 16 minus 2, that will be equals to 14. So the correct answer, the exact answer. Okay, congrats Ramesh, you have answered the answer as correctly. That is 14 is the correct one. So the correct answer for this one will be option B will be the correct one. So I request everyone to also post your answers in the comment section as well, so that it will be it will gives me energy to solve many number of questions like this. Okay, Sanjay also answered the question as a correct 14. So that was the exact correct answer. Let's move to the next question here. Okay, this was our next question. So this will be from the percentages topic. Percentages topic. Mr. Govind was building contractor. He was doing reasonably well in his business, but was always on an expansion mode. Mr. Govind won a contract with a corporation, and his business began to boom. So he decided to deploy more number of people in his project. If we were to increase his labor force by 33.33%, what will be the percentage reduction in the workload of each employee? So by seeing this question, everyone will feel that okay, this much lengthy question was given, so we can easily skip this question and let us try to go for the next question. But I say this question is a very easiest question if you know the concept of percentages, and if I listen my classes, my online classes or regular live classes as well, you can easily find how to solve within this less than 10 seconds of time only. So try to post your answers here. I am waiting for your responses. By saying this question, as I said, everyone feel this was a difficult question and a lengthy question. In the exams also, you'll definitely skip this question by saying the length of question. But I say that this was a very easiest question. So try to post your answers. So as we are explaining, we will take a more time to. Okay, Suhas has answered 25%. Okay, let's see whether his answer is correct or not with our explanation here. Okay, let's see here. The only value which we see in our question is only this one value. So what is this value? Is 33.33%, and we are using this one increase. So Sanjay has answered D. Let's see whether which one will be the correct. So he is increasing his employees by 33.33%. Okay, Soumya has answered 25%. So this can be written like this plus 1 by 3. So in order to solve this problem, I will use the initial and final method. So initially there are 3 employees, let us assume, and after that he is increasing one part of employees. So it will become what? It will become 4. It will become 4. So what is workload? Person labor force is increasing the labor force. So in order to make this one, so we need to take the workload as will be reversed by, because total work will be is equals to labor force into workload. So when the work is constant here, labor force and workload both are inversely proportional. So this will be like 4 is to 3. So this was workload will decrease it by one part, and out of how many parts means 4 parts. So this will be like 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is nothing but 25%. So the correct answer for this workload problem will be 25, and Soumya and Suhas have answered the correct answer as 25%. Sanjay, you check your answers once. That is not the correct one actually. So try to correct your answers for the remaining questions. And this was a correct explanation. So the total work will be is equals to labor force into workload. When the work is constant here, why? Because he is increasing the labor force here. When the labor force is increased here, the workload of those persons will be also be reduced here. So, but here the work is a constant one here. So when work is constant, labor force and workload both are inversely proportional. In the previous video also, I explained the similar kind of explanation for 2 to 3 problems in that model paper only. And if you missed that video, I suggest you to watch that previous video as well. we'll get a better clarity how to solve this type of questions here. Let's move to the next question here. Okay, this was the next question. So this will be from the mixture and allocation topic. So what he gave in the question is a mixture of milk and water has been kept in two separate containers. The ratio of milk to water in one container is 5:1, and that in the other container is 7:2. In what ratio should the mixtures of these containers to be added together so that the quantity of milk in the new mixture may be of 80% or may become 80%? Only few of them are answering. So try to post your answers, those who are in the live session. Okay, let us take some 5 to 10 seconds of time to answer this question. Okay, let me explain here. So this will be from mixture and allegation topic. So what he gave in the question is there are two containers. Container 1, in that milk and water, milk to water ratio gave it as 5:1, and in the container 2, milk to water ratio gave it as 7:2, and in the container 3 it has to be in the ratio of how much means, well, see here, added together, and that quantity of milk in the new mixture may be of 80%. So see here, milk will be of here 80%. If milk will be of 80%, and the remaining will be of water only, which means the ratio will be 4:1. So in the new container and the new mixture, the milk to water ratio has to be present like this. That is a 4:1. So in order to get this 4:1 ratio, in what ratio I need to mix this one? So for that, what I will take the number of parts here. So the number of parts in the container only is 6, and the number of parts in the container is 9. So whatever the number of parts present here, that has to be multiplied with the first container or first mixture, and whatever the number of parts present for the first container, that has to be multiplied with the second one. So we don't know in what ratio we are mixing. So I'll take this one as x and this one as y. So 6 get 2 3's and 3 3's get cancelled. So this will be like 3x into 5, that will be like 15x and 3x and 2y. 2y into 7, that will be 14y and 4y. So it will be like a 4:1 ratio. And if I take this one like 15x plus 14y divided by 3x plus 4y, that will be equals to 4/1. If I do cross multiplication here, it will be like 15x plus 14y, that will be equals to 12x plus 16y. And if I rearrange these equations here, it will be like a 3x is equals to 2y, and then x by y is equals to 2/3. X by y will be equals to 2/3, which is present in the second option. So the correct answer for this particular problem will be option B will be the correct one. I hope you are clear with this problem. So in the exams, we are not getting all the questions are easy. Okay, Soumya has answered the answer as correct. It is 2:3 will be the exact correct one. So in the exam, we are not getting all the questions are easiest questions. Sometimes we'll get some tricky questions and medium level or difficult level of questions in order to eliminate the candidates and in order to filter out the students to the next stage. So that's why the examiner will frame the questions based on that only. He'll mention some questions are easiest question and some questions are moderate questions and some questions are difficult level of question. So there is no negative marking as well. You can answer anything, but in order to get to selected for the further stages, you need to accurate in solving the problems here. So I hope you are clear with this problem. Let us go for the next problem here. Okay, this was the next question. So when x is subtracted from each of the numbers 54, 49, 22 and 21, the numbers so obtained are in proportion. The ratio of 8x minus 25 to 7x minus 26 is how much? When this number is subtracted. So this is from ratios and proportions topic. Ratio and proportions topic. So precisely saying it will be from proportions only. If we are good at proportions topic or ratios topic, and if you have an idea of basics of proportions, how to deal this type of question, then you can easily solve this question. So when two ratios, so the basic definition for proportions is when two ratios A is to B and C is to D are said to be in proportion means said to be in proportion if they are having the same ratio. When two ratios A is to B and C is to D are said to be in proportion means they must contain the same ratio. Suppose if I take A is to B as a 3 is to 2 and the C is to D as a 6 is to okay 9 is to 6. So in this also if I eliminate the common number present here it will also become 3 is to, so A is to B contain the same ratio, B is to C, okay, C is to D also contain the same ratio. So in that case or in this case we came to know that these two ratios are in proportion. And when two ratios are proportion we'll write like this: A is to B, that will be equals to C is to D is equals to product of extremes is equals to product of means, that will be equals to AD is equals to BC. And if you know this point or this point you can easily solve this. But if you are going in this problem, this one, you need to multiply with a very bigger values. So likewise you need to solve actually. So what is actually need to solve? Suppose this was A, B, C and D. What I have told 54. So I am subtracting some x number. So I am subtracting some x number from all the numbers into 21 minus x, that will be equals to 49 minus x into 22 minus x. And if I multiply all these values, but multiplying this 54 and 21 is very difficult for me, so that I'm trying to avoid my calculations here. I'm trying to avoid my calculations here. So so after if I go with this method, I definitely get the value of x here. But I'm not suggesting to solve like this one. So instead I'll use some shortcut method here, that is, so try to listen this shortcut method. So whatever the values which are written here, I'm writing those values here. So I'll consider this one as first ratio and this one as second ratio. So what is the difference for first ratio? So what is the difference between the first two numbers means? So 54 difference 49. So the difference here is I'm getting as 5. And what is the difference here? Here the difference is 1. Now what you need to do is, so in the first ratio take the first number, so 54 minus x, and in the second ratio take the this first number 22 minus x. Now what you need to do is, so whatever the difference present for the first ratio, that has to be multiplied with the second ratio, that will be equals to whatever the difference present here for this second ratio, that has to be multiplied with here. And if I do calculations here, it will be like a 54 minus x, that will be equals to 110 minus 5x. And if I simplify this equation, it will be like a 4x will be equals to how much means 6. 4x will be equals to how much means 50, 54 or 64. So how much I'll get? So 110 minus 54. So Ramesh has answered. Okay, so has also answered as 29 is to 24. Okay, let's see whether he is okay. Ramesh is also answered as correctly. Let's see, and after simplification here, so how much I will get here? If I rearrange this equation here, that is 5x will be transferred this way. That will be equals to 4x will be equals to how much? 50. 6. So I'll get x value as 14. Now my answer is not completed. I just only find the value of x here. After that, what I need to do, I need to find the ratio here. So 8 into 14 minus 25 to 7 into 14 minus 26. So this value I need to simplify here. So 8 into 14 will be how much means? So 112 minus 25 is to 7 into 14 will be of 98 minus 26. And if I simplify this equation, it will be like 87 is to 72, and after cancelling with some common number present here, it will be like 29 into 24. So the ratio of 8x minus 25 to 7x minus 26 will be 29 is to 24. Okay, Suhas and Ramesh has answered correctly. So they are having a good conceptual clarity in answering the questions, I hope. Why? Because if you are good at the concepts of all the topics only, then only you will be able to solve the problem. And if you are not good at the problem solving, so try to practice more number of questions, then only you will be able to succeed in the any exam, not only this exam. So every competitive exam or any placement trial will mainly focus on the students conceptual clarity. So that's why at a preliminary level these are conducted to segregate the students or to select the students to next further stages. Let us move to the next question here. Okay, this was our next question. Okay, this question we are missing here. So a bus leaves at Mumbai 3 p.m. So at Mumbai, let us take 3 p.m. This was Mumbai. So we are lagging with time. After completion of this session, we are having verbal section as well. So I am going with a little bit faster. Okay, it travels 1.5 hours at 60 kilometers per hour. So 1.4 hour means it will like 4:30. So it is going with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. So for 1 hour it will is traveling 60 kilometers. So for 1.5 hours it will travel 90 kilometers, and then it halts for 30 minutes. So 30 minutes. So the time now is 5 p.m. or 5 hours or 5 p.m. After that, then it travels at an okay after halting for half an hour, it is traveling at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour and reaches the duration Pune at 6 p.m. Pune at 6 p.m. So what is the time gap between 5 a.m. and 6 p.m. means 1 hour. So in 1 hour it is traveling with a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So how much distance here means 50 kilometers. So what he asked in the question actually, what is the distance between Mumbai and Pune? So from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. how much distance is it has traveled here means so 90 kilometers it has traveled, and from 5 o'clock to 6 p.m. what is the distance travel here 50 kilometers. So the total distance travel will be 140 kilometers. So that is presented in option C. I hope you are clear with this explanation here. Let us move to the next question. So what he given the question is a mansion can be built at a tank in 12 hours. So what he given the question is a person is building. So let us take a man is building a tank in 12 hours after working for 6 hours. So the person will complete the total work in 12 hours. So he worked for 6 hours, which means half of the work was completed. So only half of the work will be left. So after 6 hours, he took the help of a boy. So now man and boy are working. Boy finished in another 5 hours. So here we need to take 10 instead of 5. Why? Because the man is working 5 hours and the boy also working for 10 hours, 5 hours. So both 5 plus 5 will become 10 here. So this will be the easiest way to solve this problem. So what will be the LCM for 12 and 10? That will be 60. So this will be 5 and this will be 6. So the efficiency of man will be 5 and the efficiency of boy will be 1. So what he asked in the question, and the time if you allow to take the complete the work, how much time will take? So this will be the total work. So 60 divided by 1, the efficiency of boy. So he will take 60 hours to complete the work. So okay, Soumya has answered correct answer for the last question. Okay, the answer for this particular problem will be option C. Let us move to the next question. Okay, what is given the question? A sum of 3000 is distributed among the three persons A, B, and C. So for that, he gave one ratio. A gets 2/3 of B plus C, and C gets 1/3 of A plus B. So what he asked us to find? So find the share of C. So we need to find the share of C. So I am simplifying this ratio here. So A is to B plus C, that will be equals to 2 is to 3. C into okay, C is to A plus B, that will be equals to 1 is to 3. So here also ABC present, here also ABC present, and if I add this one number of parts here, it will be 5 parts here, and if I add this one, it will be 4 parts here. But when same terms are present, we need to make the number of parts to be same in both the ratios. For that, what I'll do, I multiply this one with 4 and multiply this one with 5. So after that, the new ratio I'll get it as 8 is to 12, and it will be like 5 is to 15. So what he asked in the question, what is the share of C? So the share of C is of 5 parts. So the total parts will be 20 parts. So 20 parts value we are getting it as a 3000. It means one part will be equals to 150. So we need to find 5 parts value, that is the share of C. So 5 into 150, that will be equals to 750. So the share of C is of 750 among the total profit of, okay, among the total amount of 3000. Okay, this was the correct answer for this one, and let's move to next question. So if the mean of the data, so mean or average both are same here. So what are the values given here? Means so 5 comma 7 comma 10 comma 14 comma x comma 25 comma 32 comma 19. So for all these values, the average you gave it as x. So how many values are present? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 values are present here. And if I add all these values here, if I add all these values given here, so how much I'll get? So I'll get it as a 112 plus x, that will be equals to 8x. So 7x will be equals to 112, then x value will be equals to how much means? So 16. So the value of x will be of 16 here. So meanwhile you can also post your comments here. I'll read out your comments in the comment section. Those who answered here, try to read and give it a correct explanation. Let us go to next question. Okay, this is also from statistics topic. Statistics topic. So what he asked to find, we need to find the standard deviation. So for standard deviation, so what are the values given? 21334, 21335, 21336, 21337, and 21338. By seeing this question, everyone feels that so this was a very big question, and then I can easily skip that question. Okay, Soumya has answered 16 for the previous question. Okay, that was a correct one. So what I'll trying to find is I'm trying to find the mean. So if you have a basics regarding average topic, so when five consecutive numbers are given, the average is simply the middle number. That point we are already discussed in our previous sessions of ratios and proportions topic or averages topic also. So here the average is directly or mean directly will be 21336. After finding the mean, I need to find the variance. So this I will call it as a mu, and variance I will call it as a sigma square. Standard deviation is nothing but the square root of variance. Square root of variance. So for standard deviation, what we need to find? So we need to find this how much it is deviated from the given values here. So 21336 minus of 21334, that will be equal to how much means how much deviation? Minus 2 whole square plus minus 1 whole square plus 0 whole square plus 1 whole square plus 2 whole square and n minus 1. So how many numbers are, how many observations are present here? 4, 5 observations are present, 5 minus 1. And if I simplify this one, how much I will get? So it will be like 10 by 4, that will be equals to 2.5. So the variance I am getting it as a 2.5. Now I need to find the standard deviation. Standard deviation nothing but the sigma value I need to find. So standard deviation, so square root of 2.5, that will be equals to, so you need to find approximately here. So what will be the square root of 2? Square root of 2 is nothing but 1.414. So it is a greater than 1 point. So it is greater than 2, greater than 2. So it has must be greater than 1.4. So our answer will be to 1.5. So our answer will be 1.58 will be the correct one. I hope you are clear with this explanation here. And this was the easiest way to solve this question here. Let us move for the remaining questions as well. Okay, this was the next question. So this is from the averages topic. So if mean of 29 observations, we gave it as a 33, and if one more observation is added, so it will become 30 observations, and the new average will become 34. So for this, we are applying circle method here. Directly, I am saying the answer instead of solving with different approaches. I am directly giving the shortcut method here. So if I go with the circle method, this one multiplied with this one plus this one is multiplied with this one, so that I'll get the whatever the new observation is added, that value I'll get. So 1 into 34 plus 1 into 29, that will be equals to new value added. New value added. So that will be equals to 34 plus 29, that will be equals to new value, that will be 30th observation. So the value, how much value I'll get here means, so 34 plus 29, that will be equals to 63. This will be the 30th observation. This will be the 30th observation which is presented in the option A. I hope you are clear with this one. Let us go for the next one. So this is from the simplifications topic. 65 percentage of 420 plus 513 divided by square root of 361 minus 124. So I need to simplify this one. So here 10 percentage value will be 42 and 5 percentage value will be 21. And if I do this one 65 percentage, 65 percentage is how much I am getting. 65% I am getting it as a 273 plus square root of 361 is nothing but a 19. 513 divided by 19 minus 124. So 273 plus how much I'll get here, 27 minus 124, and if I simplify this equation I'll get my answer as a 300 and minus 124. I'll get the answer as 176 as my answer. So the correct answer for this one is option A will be the correct one. I hope you are clear with this explanation, and let us go for the next question. Okay, this question is also from the simplifications topic. So 493 divided by 29 multiplied with 171 divided by 9, that will be equals to question mark plus 35 percentage of 180. And if I simplify this 29 table, 29 is exactly divisible with 493 for 17 times multiplied with, and its 9 is exactly divisible with 171 for exactly 19 times, that will be equals to question mark plus 35 percentage. 35 percentage of 180 is nothing but 63. And if I multiply this one 17 into 19, 17 into 19, that will be equals to 2, okay, 323, that will be equals to question mark plus 63. And if I rearrange this question and the question mark value I'll get as a 270. So the question mark place I can put 270. Let us go for the next question. Okay, this was the next question. So this will be from the data sufficiency topic of Delhi girls who appeared for class 10th examination. So he gave two statements, statement 1 and statement 2. So we need to find Delhi girls in the X class or 10th class. So what he gave the statement 1, number of boys who appeared for class X examination was 12 lakhs. So number of boys you gave it as a 12 lakhs, and this was in statement 1, and the statement 2 what he gave, and the total he gave it as 22 lakhs. And if I combine these two statements only, then I'll get the value of X here or the girls here. So I need two statements in order to solve this question. So both statements 1 and 2 are sufficient to answer. So that will answer C will be the correct one for this one. So let us move to the next question here. So okay, this will be the next question. So this will be from data interpretation topic. Data interpretation topic. So the amount spent on children education, transport, and rent is what percentage of the total earning? So what I gave children education. So children education, how much is spending? So he is spending 70 degrees plus, and transportation is spending 50 plus, and on rent is spending 60. So this is how much means 180 for 180 degrees, and this total will be of 360 into 100, that will be equals to 1 by 2 into 100, that will be equals to 50 percentage. So the amount spent on children education, transport and rent will be 50 percentage of the total earnings. Let us go for the next question. Okay, this was the next question. So this is from the averages topic. So I have three observations A, B, C. When three observations given, the average gave it as 48. When one more person A, B, C, D, the new average will become 47. So for this also I am applying the circle method here, plus 1 and minus 1, so that I will get the value of D here. 1 into 47 minus 3, that will be equals to D. So the D value I am getting it as a 44. And I gave one condition, E has 3 marks more than D. So D plus 3, that will be equals to 47, and after that the average of BCD. So now I know the value of ABCD is 47. I know the average of BCDE as well. So it will be 48 here. So here same persons are present, 0 only. The average is increased by 1 year. But here ABCD is present, here BCD is present here. So here ABC and okay, BCD and BCD get cancelled. Here A will be left, here E will be left here. So that I can write like this. So 0 into 48 plus 1 into 4, that will be equals to E minus A, and E minus A will be equals to 4, and A value I already know here. So 47 minus 4, that will be equals to, okay, E value I already know. So 47 minus 3, that will be equals to 40. Get the value of A as a 43, that is presented in option B. Okay, this is about numerical ability section. Let us go for the logical reasoning section as well. This will complete it in 5 to 10 minutes of time. After completion of this, our trainer Mr. Shubhadan will explain you the questions based on verbal ability section. So within no time, let us try to explain this one. So this was the next question under reasoning section. So your dollar represents not smaller than. Not smaller than means greater than or equals to hash. Hash means not greater than. Not greater than means less than. At the rate means neither smaller nor greater than, which means equals. Okay, neither smaller nor equal, which means greater. And care of we gave it as neither smaller nor greater than, which means less than. Percentile means neither greater than nor equal, which means less than. Is there anything miss here? Okay, this is equals to here. Neither greater than nor equal, which is less than, and neither smaller than nor greater than. So this will be equals to actually, and at the rate what we are having neither smaller nor equal, and that will be greater. So these are the values that we are written here. So H, what is the percentile? Percentile means so less than. Care of means equals to n, and at the rate means greater than r. So this was a given equation. So r percentile j. So what percentile actually less than, at the rate means greater than. So r less than j. So here j was present here, here r was present here. So actually j is j greater than r, but in the, here r greater than j is given. So r less than j. So j greater than r, or r less than j, both are correct here. So the first conclusion was a valid one. Next, h greater than j, h greater than j. So h was present here and j was present here. So this is not correct here. Why? Because here h less than j was present. So only next, let us go for the next conclusion. N greater than h. Okay, n was present here and h was present here. So n greater than h will be the correct one. So conclusion 1 and 3 will follow here. Conclusion 1 and 3 will follow here. That is option C will be the correct one here. Next, this will be like a simplification question. So what given the question is, if instructions, if star stands for, so if star stands for plus, and division stands for subtraction, plus stands for multiplication, minus stands for division, then simplify this equation. 20 into 8 divided by 8 minus 4 plus 2, that will be equals to how much? So here 20 star represents what? Plus 8, division represents minus 8, minus represents division 4, plus represents multiplication 2. So I need to know V BODMAS tool in order to solve this question. So 20 plus 8 minus 2 into 2. So 20 plus 8 minus 4, that will be equals to how much? Means I'll get the answer as a 24 as my answer. So that is presented in option A. Okay, find the figure which is embedded in the figures. So this figure we need to find it in the given options. And if you observe carefully this figure, so that will be presented in option C here. So try to observe carefully. For visual reasoning reason, there is nothing much need to be needed. So all you need to do, we need to observe the given carefully, and then we need to say the answer correctly. Okay, this was our next question, like a cube folding question here. So what he asked in the question, so which one is opposite to white color? which one is opposite to white color. So here white was present here, so here also white was present here, so here orange present, here orange present. So red and yellow are opposite to each other when I compare 1 and 2 here. So when I compare 2 and 3, so here white and yellow, here white and yellow, so orange and green are opposite to each other. So which one are left here among the given colors? So white was left and one more color, so blue was left here. So which one is opposite to white means, so blue was opposite to white here. So that is option B was the correct one here. And the next question, this is like a proportional reasoning or statement based questions. In the last T20 match, Rohit Sharma was in great form. So in the last T20 match, Rohit Sharma was in great form and India won the match. It is a true statement actually. So which of the following conclusions is the correct? Rohit Sharma was not in form. In the question, he clearly mentioned that Rohit Sharma was in great form. So the conclusion one is not valid. India did not win the match. So in the statement, he has clearly mentioned. So India won the match actually. Next. Rohit Sharma was in great form. So this was also given, but what is the result of that? Why when Rohit was in good form means India is actually win the match. So even though this was a correct statement, so we need to choose our explanation as this one. Why? Because we need to give the end result of the first statement. So this India won the match will be the exact correct explanation for this one. And let us go for the next one. Next one is will be based on coding and decoding. Pleasant gave it as B F M Q U O B T. Then what is the code for distance? What is the code for distance? So let us try to divide this equation here. So let us try to divide this one into two equal halves here, and this pattern we call it as a star pattern actually. So P plus 1 will be Q, A plus 1. So for all the values, I am adding plus 1 here. So and if I do the same logic here, so star pattern and alternatively plus 1 will be added for all the values and this like this. And if you apply the same logic, what is the answer you are getting here? So you will get the answer as option C will be the correct one, and try to check your explanations and try to solve this one, and the logic will be this one. Given word is divided into two equal halves and star pattern was applied, and then for each value we are adding plus 1 here. And this was the next question. Payment was written as a 6101814111520, and then justify 11415191511620. Then what will be the code for compare? So I'm directly giving the logic for this one. So the logic will be here is, so first we need to write alphabetical order. So first we need to write the word alphabetical order. So the alphabetical order for compare will be A C E M O P R. And after writing the alphabetical order, so what we need to do, we need to divide. So first three letters are added by plus 5 and the last three letters are subtracted by 5 and the middle letter will be same. Middle letter will be same here. So if I do that logic here, so A plus 5 will be F and L plus 5 will be, so F is nothing but 6. And if I do that one, I will get the answer as 6810, and the middle letter will be same, that is 13 will be same, 1011 and 13, that is presented in option D. So option D will be the correct one. And let us move to the next question. This will be the next question. So what is the next question? D F Z I U dash K L T. So D plus how much means, so D is 4, I will be of 9, D plus 5 and F plus 3 and Z minus 5. So the logic here will be plus 5 plus 3 minus 5. But if we go from this point to this one, the same logic will be applied. But this value is given, so we need to apply the logic in reverse order. Minus 5 minus 3 plus 5 will be added, and if I do so, I will get the answer as F I Y will be my answer. So try to check your answers with the correct logic, and try to, after finding the correct answer, try to post in a comment chat box here, and try to find the missing term here. So it will be like 5 square, 7 square, 11 square, question mark, and 17 square, and 19 square. So these are all looking like prime numbers square. And what will be the next prime number? So the next prime number here will be 13 square. 13 square is nothing but 169, which is presented in the first option. Let us move to the next question. Okay, this was the next question, that is from blood relations topic. Okay, L is the father of M, and who is given. When who is given, we need to take the preceding person or the second person in the given question. M is the father of P. Next, B is the daughter of R. So we don't have any connection. So let's left the statement. Next, R is the only daughter of only daughter-in-law of L. So R is the only daughter-in-law of L means so both M and L are spouse relation will be established. Next, after that, L has one grandson, L has one grandson and one granddaughter. So we are reading this question now. So B is the daughter of R here. So where is R actually present? B is the daughter of R, and R is the only daughter-in-law of L. So R is the only, okay, we are missing here. R is the only daughter-in-law of R here. Next, B is the daughter, B is the daughter, and what he gave this statement, L has one grandson and one granddaughter. So as B is already granddaughter and P must be grandson, then how L is related to P? So L will be the grandfather of P. L will be the grandfather of this. So option B will be the correct. Next one will be like a paper folding, and if I fold this one, so I'll get this type of pattern here. So try to see the question carefully, then you can easily get the answer here. Let us go for the next question. Okay, this is also from paper folding, and if I fold this pattern to this side, I'll get this type of logic here. That is option 1. And let us move to the next question, and this is also like a paper folding type of question, and if I fold this pattern to this side, I'll get this type of pattern here. Try to observe carefully the given figures, you can easily get the answers. But because we are running out of time after completion of this session, we are having global ability section as well, so we are moving a little bit faster to complete the given section here. So like from the given options, which figure can be formed with folding the given figure? So here, so this G and R opposite to each other, G and R are opposite to each other, and this Y and I are opposite to each other, B and O are opposite to each other. So G and R are opposite to each other, B and O are opposite to each other, and Y and I are opposite to each other. So see here B and O are present adjacently, so this one will not be valid. Next, Y and I are present additionally, so this is also not valid. Just G and R present additionally, so this is not valid. So the only correct one will be this one. So G O Y. So here G was present, here O was present, and here Y was present. So all are present additionally. So option 2 will be the correct one. And the next question. So the next question like this one. So this is also from paper folding, and if I fold this pattern to this side, it will be looking like this. I try to see the variation present here among the option 2 and option 4. There is a very slight variation is present. So you see here lines are present like this, but if you observe here, lines are reversed here. So option 2 is not our answer when compared with option 4 here. So the correct answer will be option 4. And the next one is 16th question. Pictures can tell a story. All story books have stories. Some story books have words. So he gave some three statements. So those three statements are actually facts. So which of the following statement must be a fact? So from by considering all the given three statements given there, so we need to choose one statement or any of the one or two statements which will be correct. So I am directly saying the answer. So that only statement 2 will be the correct. You can also see the explanation here. Pictures can tell a story better than words can. So this is actually correct, incorrect one. Why? Because the statement is incorrect as it has no base to justify. You can read this explanation and get to know the correct. Sir, only this Some story books have both words and pictures. That will be the correct. So this is not option B. That is option C will be the correct here. Option C will be the correct one. So let us try to correct your answers here. And let's move to the next question. If only if Sweta is happy, then she does not go to work. Only if Sweta is happy, then she does not go to work. So what he gave in the question is, if Sweta is not happy means that doesn't mean she does go to work. So if Sweta is happy, she does not go to. So happy means she does not go to work. It means if she is not happy here, so then this definitely go to the work here. So this will be the correct one. Option C will be the correct explanation for this one. So these are like a prepositional or statement based question. So all you need to observe the statements carefully and check the correct answers. So this is also very similar kind of question. Dave is famous as a drummer or a pianist. So what he gave. So if Dev is famous as a drummer, then he is not famous as a paintist. So Dev is famous as a drummer or as a paintist. So he has only one profession. So if he is good at one profession, so he must not good at other profession. So what he gave, if in the first statement, if he is not famous as a drummer, he is famous as famine. So these are all like typically logical based questions. So all you need to observe the statement correctly and try to understand the logic correctly. And this is also a very similar kind of question. The loan will not be recovered or the deposit will be returned. So for this also we are getting this type of answer, that is the loan will not be recovered or the deposits will not be returned. So the same statements we are getting the answer as our explanation. And the last question under our today's session, that will be how many children are there between P and Q in a row of children? So what he gave in the statement. So P is 15 from the left hand of a row. So P is 15 from the left hand of a row. Suppose if I take a row of children, so he is from the left hand, 15 from left hand of. So this was left hand and this was right hand. So he is 15 from the left hand of a row. So here next Q is exactly in the middle of a row. So here Q is exactly middle of a row, and there are 10 children towards the right. So in order to solve this one, we need to both statement 1 and statement 2 be combinedly added, then only we'll get the answer. So this was about today's session on TCS NQT model paper explanation, numerical ability and logical readability. And we are having logical, okay, verbal ability section as well. After completion of the session, try to take 2 minutes of break. So our trainer Mr. Arshwadan will come into live in soon and will give you clarity about verbal ability sections as well. So you already know the questions as well. Thank you, and our trainer will come and join you soon. Have a good day. We'll meet you in the next section. Our trainer will come to you. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, My Skills, My Future. Today also we are going to discuss the previous year's question paper of TCS NQT. I'm glad to see you all back again, and uh, and today I have come with some marvelous questions to explain with great logics. So you need just to apply those logics and the questions to find out the questions properly. So without much ado, let's start discussing about it. And before starting the session, please inform that verbal ability session has been started with your friends also. So even let them join. And you have the provision to comment your answers. You can ask any doubts in the comment section. So I'm very happy to reply you back directly. So let's not waste the time. Let's get into the session then. So here the first question on the screen now. Uh, one part of the sentence below may contain an error. Identify the part if there is no identify the part. If there is no error, choose no error as your answer. So the question is like this: sociologists study the ways in which people live together, raise their family, and follow community structures and customs. So now here you need to find where is the error in this sentence. The sociologists study the ways in which people live together, raise their family, and follow community structures and customs. So, I'm going to give some time. Uh, you can comment your answers. So, I'm waiting for your answers. You can just comment your answer. So, which part of the error, which part of the sentence we have, that is A, B, C, D. Again, the sentence has been divided into fragments, and they have mentioned it there. A sociologist study the ways in which people live together, raise their family, and follow community structures and customs. Okay, here we have the answers. So let me reveal the answer now from the options. Now, if you observe the first one, a sociologist. Can you see this sociologist here? So it is a singular. Sociologist is singular because we have used an article A here. So of course, after the article A, whatever the noun you find, you just consider it as a singular. For the singular simple present tense, we don't use study. We don't use study here. We must use studies. Yes, Studies, studies. Because in simple present tense, we use does for the singular subjects, so it becomes studies. A sociologist studies the ways in which people live together, raise their family, and follow community structures and customs. Soumya has opted for C, but there is no error in option C. Sorry, Gautam has opted C, but there is no error in option C. Answer is A actually. I mean, answer is B actually. A sociologist studies. It's not study. Thanks for commenting your answer. Now let's move to the second question on the screen. One part of the sentence below may contain an error. Identify the part. If there is no error, choose no error. The same question again. May you carry these books for me, please? So where is the error in this sentence? Can we use the sentence, may you carry these books for me, please? Can we use it like this? So just comment your answer. What has to be changed there? Then what makes the correct form? What gives the correct form for this sentence? If you have any answer, you can just comment here. Just I am asking you to comment the answer to check yourself whether you are reaching the answer or not. From that, even I can understand up to what mark you are in and what I have to train you. So I'm waiting for your replies. Uh, Soumya has commented no. May I know what is that no there? I mean, what do you mean by no? Waiting for your answers. Mm, Gautam has opted it is D. So may you. So there is an error. Soumya has commented you may. So it should not. It should be you may carry these books for me, please. Uh, okay. You can just tell me the option. That is better, right? And let me tell you what it must be. The answer is option D. Okay, very good. And here we have got one more comment, Gautam. He started telling that we can use can or could. Yes, exactly. Because whenever we request someone, we use can or could. Can you carry these books for me, please? Or could you carry these books for me, please? In order to request someone, we use the model can or could. We don't use may. We use may, the model verb may, to request to ask permissions. For example, may I speak to you for a while? May I have a minute of time? Like this, we use may to ask the permission, to seek the permission. But can and could is used to request someone for a help. Here they are asking for the help, so instead of using may, we have to use can or could. Nice, congratulations, Gautam. You have opted the correct answer, and even you have explained what it must be there. Good. Now let's move to the next question. One part of the sentence below may contain an error. So again, one more error spotting here. Neither of them are going to attend the meeting. I repeat, neither of them are going to attend the meeting. So here we have the four options here. No error, going to, neither of them are, attend the meeting. In which fragment do we have the error? So you can just opt your answers. This is my answer. Like this is my answer in the comment section. So from that I will start explaining who is giving the correct answer. Hurry up, hurry up. Waiting for your comments. You did not to wait for my command. Once if you see the question on the screen, if you find the answer, you can just comment it there. So from that I can start elaborating. Neither of them are going to attend the meeting. If you feel like the answer is no error, you can opt it no error. You can just send option A is the answer or option B is the answer. I think you're not aware of the answer. So let me explain what is the answer. So whenever we are using the subject neither or either, it must be considered as singular. So for the singular subjects, we don't use are. So neither of them are we should not use, because neither is singular. So we use is. So instead of is we should use, instead of are we should use is. So neither of them is going to attend the meeting. Always remember, whenever we are using neither nor, either or, then after that you must neither, especially neither and either, it must be considered as singular. Then you should go with singular subject and you should give is as the answer. And few of them have opted here. Renuka has opted C. Congratulations, good. And Soumya also has opted C. Congratulations, because neither of them is the answer. It's not R. Nice try. Congratulations, guys. And still, if you have any doubts relevant to error spotting and all, you can just comment here. I'm going to give the explanation relevant to that. Next, let me go with the next question. Now, so read the following paragraph and fill in the blanks by selecting the appropriate words. So whenever you get these type of questions, first of all, you must go through the meanings what they have given. So let me tell you the meanings of this, then you try to give the answers. So blank one, option A, persuaded. Persuade means to encourage someone. Funded means to provide some money. Resulted, the results, we know it very well. Convinced, force someone to do something is called convince. Next, in blank B, connection. So the process of connecting something is called connection. Consumption is to take in, is called consumption. Station and meter, you know all these words. Now read the paragraph and try to fit the blanks by using the words which are contextually fit for the paragraph. So the cost of production of electricity has increased in the last 2 years because of high production changes. The government has, what it has done? Government has dashed the people to reduce their electricity dash. So usually, if you observe in blank 2, what are the people doing here? The government has done something. So the people to reduce their electricity dash. What are the people doing here relevant to electricity? They are exactly. Two is, I mean, in blank two, we can use only the consumption. So the people to reduce their electricity consumption. So what the government has done to the people, the government has persuaded the people. So that means encourage the people to reduce their electricity consumption. So in order to solve these type of questions, we must remember that we must know the meanings. We must have the power of vocabulary. So I all request you to learn the vocabulary as much as you can. Now here the combination is for blank one is in blank one is A and another one is B. So it must be AB. So option C is the correct answer. And Soumya has opted C. Congratulations, Soumya. Good. Next, let me move to the next question. Fifth question. Select the most appropriate option to fill the blank. Eagles can fly dash sparrows. Very easy one. Eagles can fly dash sparrows. So I'm waiting for your comments. Meanwhile, just I'll have a sip of water. After that, let me see the any comments from your side. So even Trisha has commented here. You can just give the answers. Okay, Soumya has opted with option B, that is higher than. Any options yet for this question? Eagles can fly dash sparrows. And Gautam has opted B, good, higher than. Monica has opted B, higher than, good. Any comments? Next. Nice. So now let me give the explanation relevant to this. Here they are speaking about the Renuka also has opted B. That's the correct answer. Yes, exactly. The B is the correct answer because they are speaking about the how much they can fly. They are speaking about a peak point. When they are speaking about the peak points, we must use higher than. Taller is is the word which tells about the who is. It speaks about the size actually. Tall speaks about the size, but here we are not speaking about the size. Here we are speaking about the peak point. So automatically higher is the answer. And here they are using then, then. We should not use any then. Whenever it is a comparative degree, we use only than, than. Always remember this. Good. Many of you have commented here. Soumya, Gautam, Monica, and Renuka, congratulations for giving the correct answer. Now let me put to the next slide. I mean the next question. Read the following paragraph and fill in the blank by selecting the appropriate words. Here also the same pattern we need to follow. Nourishing. Nourishing is nothing but nurturing with good nutritious food is called nourishing. Glorifying. Glorifying makes someone to feel happy. We can call it as dissatisfying, not satisfied. And finally, fulfilling. Fulfilling is satisfying. We can say fulfilling is satisfying. These are the meanings. Now let me move to the blank to distribution. You know it very well. Refunding, to provide the money again. Decreasing, declining. Skyrocketing. Okay, skyrocketing is an idiom. The meaning of this idiom is high price. That means increasing in the price is called skyrocketing. Nowadays, all the pulses, nowadays all the groceries are skyrocketing. That means increasing in the price. Now let's start reading the paragraph what they have given here. There are many hobbies that one can practice for leisure. Traveling for exploration can be one of the most dash hobbies. One can practice nevertheless. It is the most expensive too, as nowadays the airfares are dash. However, one can still explore cheaper options and nearby destinations for traveling. Here I have got the answers from Gautam. He has opted for D. Let me check whether those are correct or not, and the rest of you, even you can answer by using the comments. Of course, option D is the correct answer, because uh, traveling for exploration can be one of the most, we cannot say nourishing, it is not nutritious, it is not glorifying, or it is not, it is dissatisfying, because they are speaking positive about it. So, fulfilling is the correct answer. Completely, it's a satisfying hobbies, one of the satisfying hobbies. And now they started speaking about the nowadays the airfares are nothing but, if you want to travel by air with the help of an aeroplane, it is too expensive. That's the reason we have to go with the option, uh, one is fulfilling and another one is skyrocketing. So automatically option D is the answer. Let me see how many of you have given the correct answer. Gautam has given the correct answer. uh, Renuka has opted for C. Renuka, better luck for the next question. It's okay, no problem. You have given your 100% here. Next, Soumya, fulfilling and skyrocketing. Good. You have given the correct answer. Congratulations. Still, if you have any comments, you can just comment in the comment section. I mean, if you have any answers, you can comment here. Now, let me move to the seventh question. Read the following sentence and fill in the blank by selecting the appropriate word. The most obvious evil of the advertisement industry lies in the exaggerated dash of the product's actual goodness. So the most obvious evil, the most obvious evil, which we cannot control, the most obvious evil. So what is that evil of the advertisement industry? Lies in the exaggerated dash of the product's actual goodness. Uh, it's a misinformation. So giving the wrong information about, misinformation is like giving wrong information. Determination. Determination is a strong desire. Next is judgment and portrayal. Portrayal means to show something. So now I'll give 1 minute of time to, you can just comment here in the comment section. Misinformation, determination, judgment, portrayal. What do they do in the advertisements? Exaggerated what? Exaggeration. So let me reveal the answer. So now here the clash begins with advertise, portrayal or misinformation. So what must be chosen? Already they have told, have given in the question that advertisement industry lies in the exaggerated what? Exaggerated, what do they do about the products? They give the misinformation about the products. That's the reason, go with the answer misinformation. They don't portray, it's not the portrayal. So whatever they, that's an obvious evil which we cannot eliminate it. So that's the reason, go with the answer misinformation. Determination, judgment or portrayal doesn't suit for the sentence, and it gives the wrong meaning and the context will be missing. That's the reason, choose misinformation. And Renuka opted for C. Nice try. It's okay, no problem. Now let's move to the next question. Read the following sentence and fill in the blank by selecting the appropriate word. Same again, fill in the blank. This is also sentence completion. It is not easy to dash the profoundness. It is not easy to dash the profoundness of mother's love for her child. It is not easy to dash the profoundness of mother's love. It is not easy. What is not easy? What is not easy? It is not easy to profoundness of mother's love for her child. Come on, you can try your answer here. Evaluate, evaluation. So let me give the meanings of this first of all. Overestimate, estimating overly something. Fluctuate, up and down is called fluctuate. Equate, that means we cannot find any equal, I mean, there is no equal thing. You cannot use any similar thing like that. Evaluate, finding the value. Finding the value is called evaluate. You can find this term in mathematics also. Evaluate the following. So now you can type your options here. Uh, I think Gautam has opted overestimate. No, okay, okay. Gautam has opted for option D, evaluate. Soumya has given answer as C. Yes, option C is the correct answer because according to the context, they are asking it is not easy to equate the profoundness. Here we are not evaluating, we are not finding anything. So evacuate is the wrong answer. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. So here we are in. So evaluate is to find the answer. So equate, evaluate is we are not finding any value here. So that's the reason it is not easy to equate the profoundness of mother's love. That's the reason evaluate becomes the wrong answer. Now let me move to the next question. So for the four sentences, S1 to S4, paragraph below. Sentences from S1 and S4 are given. From the options P, Q, and R, choose the most appropriate sentences for S2 and S3 respectively. So already they have given the series of sentences. In that, two sentences are missing. So those two sentences are in PQR. So you need to find the correct combo here. So if you find these type of sentences, it may take a lot of time to find the answer. But I have a small trick here. If you use that, you can find the answer very easily. Now, what is the trick? Always try to find the relation between the sentences. No matter what, whenever two sentences are connected, a clue will be left. You need to search for that clue. For example, here if you take recently a study was undertaken in the school of the UK to ascertain, that means to find which country's children have the highest IQ, intelligent quotient. Now, finally, though the validity of IQ as a measure of the intelligence is debatable, this study surely lifted the spirit of Indian children. So here they are speaking about the Indian children, and here they started speaking about some research. Now, let me go with the combination. The study revealed that the Indian children were superior to the natives of the countries. This result was mighty surprising for many education experts. If this is the truth, then why there a brain drain in India? So here they are speaking about the truth and why there is a brain drain in India. But if you observe closely here, they have performed a study here. If you observe here the study, they're speaking about a study, and the same study is mentioned here also. The study revealed. So after S1, P is the correct combination. Now let's look at the options. We have two options here. One is B and another one is D, which starts with P. Now let me find the next sentence also. The next sentence is it could be PQ or PR. This result was mighty surprising for many education experts, though the validity of IQ. Okay, now you can take this one as the answer, Q as the answer. So PQ becomes the answer. PR is not the answer because R is telling about what happened after this, after the spirit of Indians. So after this, you can take R as the sentence, but we are asking in between these two, S2 and S3. Now I can go with Q as the answer. So the answer becomes P and Q. P and Q is the answer because there is a relation for the first sentence study and the study result is in P, and they are speaking about the after this result was mighty surprising for many education experts. So automatically, though the validity of IQ as a measure of intelligence is debatable, this study surely lifted the spirit of Indian children. But R cannot become the fit of S3 because this is a result which has happened after S4. So you cannot take R, eliminate R and take only P and Q. Now let me see, has anyone answered? Uh, Gautam has opted option B, correct Gautam. And Maunika has opted C. It's not the correct answer. You would have chosen option B. It's okay, no problem. You have given your try. Now let me move to the next question. This is also in the same pattern. Give a try here. Try to find the answer before me. So research suggests that the price of the products and advertisements motivate customers to try out new products. Uh, Next, above all, the credibility of the source of advertised message affects the consumer's judgment of the performance risk associated with the product being advertised. Here they are speaking about the research suggests that the price of the products and the advertisements motivate customers to try out new products. Let's read what are the options they have given. PQR. The conflicting findings may be due to the nature of advertisements. The relationship between the price and perceived performance risk is also impacted by the presentation of an advertised message. A relatively high price will reduce the consumer's perception of performance risk. Now, research suggests that the price of the products and advertisements motivate customers to try out new products. So the research suggests, they are speaking about the research here. Is there any sentence relevant to research here? Yes, exactly. You can observe Q here. The relationship between the price and perceived performance risk is also impacted by the presentation of advertised message. Contextually, Q becomes the option, and you just check whether it is QP or QR. Uh, I think the a relatively high price will reduce the consumer's perception of performance risk. Above all, by speaking about all these things, I go with option QR. P does not make any sense. P sentence P does not make any sense, which is relevant to S1 and S4. So go with option QR. Option B is the correct answer. So you can type your. I think you have commented there. Soumya has commented option B is the correct answer. Yes, it is. And Gautam, you from the starting onwards, you are giving all the correct answers. Congratulations. I think you are going through the patterns and the question papers properly. Good. Keep doing like this. And one more thing. Actually, we have provided the free mock test for all the aspirants and who is participating in the live. If you want to get that free mock test, I have given the link of those mock tests in on my MSMF classes Instagram official page. So what you have to do here, open the Instagram, check the story. Today I have kept the story of the link. So click on the link and give your details there. Then you will get the access to write the 10 mock tests for free of cost through your email. After giving your results in the form, we are going to approach you with the help of your email ID, and we are going to give the access through email. So from MSMF classes, I mean My Skills, My Future, we classes, you are going to get an email. So click on that email. You will get complete details how to write the mock test for free of cost. Next, let me move to the next question. Which of the following sentences uses formal language? So which of the following sentences uses formal language? When you get these type of sentences, tonal sentences, you have to just picturize these sentences. Now they are asking for the formal language. That means a polite language. You are not a part of this project. It seems it's a negative sentence. Negative sentences cannot be a formal language. Next, may I have your introduction? This is like a command. So they are asking for the permission. It's not like permission also. These tones like different. Let's check the remaining sentences too. Go on, prove yourself to the world. Go on, prove yourself to the world. It is like encouraging. We will meet you in an hour. So I think option D gives a formal tone, and they are just informing something to someone. So you can go with option D as the answer. You must be very precise when you are reading these sentences, because the tone matters here. What kind of tone we are using, this really matters. Option B, may I have your introduction? May I have your introduction is not more formal than we will meet you in an hour. So there will be a clash. Of course, you might be thinking B as the answer. B is not the answer. And Trisha also opted option A. No, that is not option A. Soumya opted D. Yes, that is the correct answer. And are there any comments yet? Okay. Now let me move to the next session. Next question. One part of the sentence below may contain an error. So again, we have the finding an error. So try to find the error here. Uh, Tyrion Lannister is better of the two advisors of the Queen. Tyrion Lannister is better of the two advisors of the Queen. So this is the sentence, and they are asking Tyrion Lannister is better. The error is in option B of the Queen, or there is no error, or of the two advisors. So what is the answer here? Tyrion Lannister is better of, is of the Queen, or no error, or of the two advisors. So try to give the correct answer. Soumya has opted D as the answer of the two advisors. So let me check what is the correct answer now. Of course, whenever we are using the comparative degree, I think in the first question or second question I have explained you. Whenever we are using the comparative degree, it must be followed by than, THAN, in the place of of. Of should be eliminated. So Tyrion Lannister is better than the two advisors of the Queen. This is the correct answer. So automatically option D becomes the answer. And Gautam has given it is better than. Good. Congratulations. And Soumya is also opted D. Good. Now let me move to the next question. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. So this is also a filler. Let us wait dash the clock strikes 12. Let us wait dash the clock strikes 12. Up to, since, until, unless. Here they are telling you have to use the correct preposition here. Up to a certain time, since, a starting time, until, it is like till then, unless, if not. Unless is nothing but if not. So choose the correct answer here now. It's very easy. You can give the correct answer. If you get such type of questions, you can solve with an ace. It's a cakewalk for you, and you can save lots of time also if you get these type of questions. And try to invest such type of questions on the difficult questions. You can get the answers for those also. And now in the options, Gautam has given option C. Of course, option C is the correct answer. Until the clock, till then, let us wait. They are telling about a particular time, so go with until as the answer. Let us wait until the clock strikes 12. Now let me move to the next question. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. I dash waiting for 2 hours and I cannot wait any longer. So here, uh, they have already told the period of time. So when do we use period of time for 2 hours? In which tense mainly we use period of time? Which tense do we use? Soumya has also opted until. Okay, happy for that. Now try to give the answer for this. I dash waiting for 2 hours and I cannot wait any longer. So here if you go with this is a present perfect continuous tense. In present perfect continuous tense, uh, present perfect continuous tense we use for or since. As to speak about, this is the period of time and this is the point of time. So now if you observe here the sentence I cannot, here they are speaking about the present, and here he is using waiting. In present perfect continuous tense we use ing form of the verb, ing form. So now we have to go with I have been. This is the structure. I have been waiting for 2 hours and I cannot wait any longer. Gautam has given the correct answer, and if you have any answers you can comment here. Of course, I think everyone is utilizing the freebies providing by my skills and my skills my future. We are providing some free bonuses. In order to get that free bonuses, I have provided a link on Instagram official page. So just open MSMF classes Instagram and click on the story. In the story I have mentioned it, a free mock test. In order to get the access for free mock test, click on the link. There you will get a Google link, so fill your details there. We will give you the access directly with the help of your email. Don't forget that it's a free of cost. And the mock test completely consists number of questions which are relevant to TCS NQT only. Utilize this opportunity, guys. Now let me move to the next question. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blanks. So again one more filler. Srikanth dash his corporate job and joined the TASC force to dash his country. Of course, what to do? It's a defense. It's like army. It's a defense force. So what do we do to his country by this? Two after two. What is the structure? Whenever you are using, whenever we are using 2, the verb form must be V1, 2 plus V1. So what is the V1 here? We have two options. One is serve, A and C. In both the options we have serve. So after 2 we use only V1, we don't use V2s. So eliminate them. And we have relinquish or relinquished. Now, Srikanth dash his corporate job and joined. In the sentence, they have given joined here and joined. So, what kind of value we use after and, or and in the same way before and also we must use the same value. Here, joined is V2. So, before and also we must use V2. So, what is V2 here? Relinquished. Relinquished is quit. The meaning of relinquished is quit. To quit. Relinquished means to quit, to leave. So Srikanth relinquished his corporate job and joined. So here V2 is joined, and the same way I have to use relinquished also. So that must be in V2. Then after the TASC force 2, after 2 we must use V1 to serve his country. This is the correct option. Of course, Gautam has given correct option here, option A. Nice. Now let me move to the next question. For the 4 sentences, S1 and S2 paragraph below, a sentence S1 and S4 are given. From the options P, Q, R, choose the most appropriate sentence for S2 and S3 respectively. So you need to use the same trick here. Although we commonly say that fire ants bite, fire ants actually sting. Now, is there anything relevant to sting? Adult fire ants are aggressive and attack in swarms. They sting humans who disturb their nest. So you can choose this as the option because there is a relation here. Fire ants, they sting. When do they sting? They sting humans who disturb their nests. So Q option. So you can find only one option which starts with Q here. That is option C. Let me check this also. Adult fire ants are aggressive and attack in swarms, but the younger ones, yes, exactly. So they are speaking about the adult fire ants. Later on, there is a connection with, but the younger ones. So here also younger fire ants, whose stingers and skeletons are not fully developed, play dead. So this is what. So go with the option QP directly. So C is the option. Gautam has given good. Soumya also opted QP. Nice. Good. Keep doing, guys, like this. Now let me move to the next question, 17. So complete the given sentence by filling in the blanks with the most appropriate pair of words from the options given. So Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport is likely to throw open dash the fourth way for operations in September dash year. In September dash year. So you just observe here, is likely to throw, is likely to throw, it is going to, it is a future action. Now here we cannot use any past. Dash the fourth runway, its fourth runway, their fourth runway, its fourth. So we have two its here. So, and there's a small trick also here. Whenever you find a common option in the options, try to focus on them. You know why? When you focus such type of options, if any of the options is suitable, then you can eliminate two options. For example, its and its. If for example, if its is the answer, you can eliminate two options here, either the or their. If not, if its is not the answer, then in this case also you can eliminate two options, either B or D. You can eliminate these two and you can check either A or C. Now let me check. Indira Gandhi's International Airport is likely to throw open dash fourth way of its operations in September. So of course they are speaking about the present. It could be this year. Previous year we cannot choose because they are speaking about the future plan. And in the same way, last also we cannot use. This is not last. So we have only one option, its. And why do we use its? Why can't there? Always remember that they are speaking about Indira Gandhi International Airport. It is singular. It is singular. So for singular, we don't use they, we use only it. So it becomes the correct answers. Uh, Now let me move to the next question. Okay, select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. I wish someone dashed me to buy some sugar when we were all in the shop. So try to give the answer for this question in the comment section. Meanwhile, I'll have a sip of water. Even I request you to have a sip of water because it's summer, right? You might get dehydrated. Always try to drink more water. Take care of your health also. Let me check if there are any comments. So I wish someone dashed me to buy some sugar. We were all in the shop. So you have a sentence structure. Whenever we are using I wish, it must be followed by the past, not present. So I wish plus past. So I wish someone dash me, uh, good plus past here. Okay, sorry, it goes with not this one. So I wish plus would plus past. This is the correct this is the correct form. This is the correct structure with I wish. Of course would is also the past, so that's the reason I have written like that directly. uh, so please follow the second structure and try to find the answer. Of course the answer is option B, would remind me. I wish someone would remind me to buy some sugar when we were all in the shop. Now let me move to the next question. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. Now we have one more option. If you have any doubts, you can just comment here, and even you can like our classes. Let me tell you one thing. We are doing all these things for you. Just you need to support us. Just we need some support from you. That's it. It is the great energy for us to provide some more questions and some more sessions for you to encourage you in all the placements. Just we need some support. So just like our classes, share our classes to each and everyone. uh, Let them learn and let them crack the exams, let them settle in their life. So just we are doing it all for free, right? So you can share with your friends also. Fine. 19th question is on the screen now. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. Not only did dash late, but he was also completely unprepared and looked as though he had dash that kind of task before. Okay, not only did dash late. And one more trick, let me tell you here. Whenever we use not only, hardly, barely, and scarcely. Whenever we get these type of words at the first adverbs, then we must use inversion law. Inversion law. What is inversion law? We get helping verb at the first. Either it is had sometimes or did sometimes, depending on the sentence. It comes at the first. So it comes at the first of the sentence. At the first. I mean to say that after, not only hardly, barely, scarcely, after that we must use inversion law. Now here, not only after did, so did is already present in the sentence. Now we have to go with the present. Did always follows the present. Let me tell you one example. I came to college yesterday. The negative sentence for this is I did not come to college yesterday. When there is did in the sentence, we should not use V2 again. So now did is outside of the sentence. Now automatically now not only did is there, did is outside the sentence, and then we must go with the subject here. He. Here also we have he. On the sentence is covered with he. Not only did he come, we should not use here because did is already past. We should not use two past in one sentence. Was is also past. This also you can eliminate. Now, not only did he is, did is already a helping verb. Now again is also becomes a helping verb. So we cannot use two helping verbs in single sentence. So take out this also. So now you can directly choose this option. Not only did he come late, but he was also completely unprepared and though looked as tough. He had never that kind of task before. So looked as tough. So option B becomes the answer. Good. Gautam has given option B as the answer. Nice. So always remember this, not only hardly, barely, scarcely. Whenever you use these kind of words at starting of the sentence, we must follow the inversion law. In inversion law, had or did starts at the first. After that, you have to go with the helping verb. Not only inversion law. Inversion law starts with first with helping verb, then after subject. So here also the same thing we have followed, helping verb plus here we should use subject plus v1 because did is already here, right? We should use v1. In case if you get had, we use v3. So this is the complete explanation about this question. Now let me move to the next one, 20. So again you have to fill the two blanks by using the combination. The main cause of teachers leaving the workforce is not tough and rigid work contract in schools, but dash is poor working condition dash meager salaries. So here they are stating about the reasons why the teachers are leaving the workforce. The main cause of teachers leaving the workforce is not tough and rigid work contracts. So they are not leaving the workforce just because of rigid and work contracts, but dash is poor working condition. So what is poor working condition here? And dash meager salaries. Rather is nothing but not rather. So you can not about this. However, finally, meaning of however, finally. So then we know all these meanings of this one. Aroused, worsened. Worsened means to make something worse. Aided, helped, or provided also we can say. Aced, to make something easy is called aced. Now try to fit these words. Now see here, but dash is poor working condition dash with dash meager salaries. So you can go with aided here because they are provided with meager salaries. Nothing can be fit uh, in this blank. Aced, worsened. Already they are speaking negatively. Again, we should not use one more negative word there. That's the reason go with aided. That means provided meager salaries. So now let me find any combination with C here. Here we have two combinations, A and C and D and C. So A is rather, but rather is poor working. Rather, not only this. Yes, this gives a correct meaning, and D also. but then doesn't make any sense here, so eliminate then. You can go with rather. So automatically option A and C, the combination A and C becomes the answer. So option C is the correct answer. Soumya has opted A, but that is not the correct answer. Go with option C. Next, choose the most appropriate option to change the voice. So active voice and passive voice, it's very easy now. I am to do it immediately. So try to change that into passive voice. It is supposed to be done by me immediately. It has to be done by me immediately. It is to be done by me immediately, or it is being done by me immediately. So first of all, try to find which tense does it belong to. I am to do it immediately. I am. So which tense is this? You find it first of all. So this is in present tense. Of course, all the rest of the sentences are also in present. So which tense is it in mainly? I am to do it immediately. No, this okay. Let me give the clue. Meanwhile, I think you will find it. This is a subject. This is a helping verb. Do it. So this is verb, and it, this is the object. So whenever we use passive voice, object should come at the first. So put object at the first. So object must be first here, at the first. So it. Then after. Then we have to go with the which tense does it belong to. So am they are using. So I will use it is. It is. Next, whenever we have 2 plus v1 in passive voice, it changes to 2b plus v3. So it is to be. It is to be, and v3 done. It is to be done by whom? By me. This is the correct answer. So it is to be done by me, and of course immediately you can write there. So option C becomes the correct answer. It has to be the no, because I have used am here. So whenever we are using am, is the correct helping verb in passive voice. Yes, Samya has opted C, correct answer. Now let me move to the next question. Identify the best way to improve the bold part of the given sentence. If there is no improvement required, select no improvement. Okay, in today's time, many private companies follow the concept of corporate social responsibility. In today's time, many private companies. So private companies is plural here. This is plural. Sorry. Okay. So this is plural here. So when this is plural, we are using the follow. This is correct. Follow the concept. Here they have given follows. This is wrong because that is a plural. Follow the concepts of corporate social responsibility. What is wrong in this? First of all, there is no error in this. Follow the concept. Why should we use again concepts and follows the concepts? You can directly go with no improvement required here. D as the answer. Now let me move to the next question. Given below are 4 jumbled sentences. Pick the option that gives their correct order. So it is also very easy. I already told you. First of all, we should go with the options. There are 2 options in common. One is CADB or CABD or CDAB. So if C is not the starting sentence, I will directly go with D or B. So now let me check it. Uh, there are primarily 3 factors causing this disruption. So here they are speaking about a disruption. The shift to stringent emissions norms, the transition of electrification. I think they are speaking about this disruption. So what is this disruption? So it cannot be the first sentence. They are speaking about some other disruption. So option C you can eliminate at the both. You can go with DACB or BDCA. Now let me check D. The automotive industry is seeing a spectrum of disruptions. I think they are speaking about these disruptions only. As we move towards the cleaner and safer, convenient transport ecosystem. Okay. Now let us see the B also once. Change may be the only constant, but the pace with which it takes place is not. The automotive industry is seeing spectrum BD. I think if you see here, it is they are speaking about a change here. So what is that change? That is mentioned in D. So automatically B and D becomes the combination. So answer is option D. Option A can be eliminated because before D, C has to be, because C is mentioning about a, sorry, B before D we must use B, because B is mentioning about a change here. What is that change is mentioned in D? So BD becomes the combination. That combination is in option D. So I will go with BD C A. Now let me move to the next question. Choose the most appropriate option to change the narration. So whenever you get this change the narration, it is uh, direct and indirect speech. Meena inquired of me why I had done that. Now, entire scenario has to be changed into direct speech. I think you know very well. Whenever we change a direct sentence into indirect speech, we change the tense. If the tense, I mean, in the direct speech, if the tense is in present tense, we change that into past when we change that into indirect speech. Now, when the direct speech in past tense, then the indirect speech must be in past perfect tense. That is the rule we use. Now here the sentence in is in what I had done that. So if they are speaking about the, if the sentence is in past perfect, then I have to go with past tense. So what are the tenses? Well, how many are there in past tense? Did, what did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do this? So every tense we have did, did. Now let's take this report to sentence also. Meena inquired of me. Inquired is nothing but so whatever you take here, but when it comes to direct speech, we use told me or said to me or asked me. So let's check this also. Why I had done that. So Meena inquired of me. Meena told me. We don't use told in direct speech. So either it is said to me or said to me. You cannot use asked me also in direct speech. So either it is B or C. Let's check which is the correct answer. Now in the indirect speech, they have used the word called that, and in the direct speech, it must be changed into this. So in that case, we have only one option here, that is option C. Meena said to me, why did you do this? Of course, you know it very well. In direct speech, if it is this, it changes to that, in indirect speech. So by using that case, I have chosen option C. So we don't, sometimes we use, but why did you did this is wrong again here. Here also you can observe this. Already did is past. Already did is past. We don't use one more past here. That's the reason. I think your doubt has been cleared here, Gautam. Now let me move to the next question. 25. Identify the best way to improve the bold part of the given sentence. If there is no improvement required, select no improvement. Okay, the blogger asks their followers to share the feedback on his recent post. The blogger asks, so when do we use simple present tense here to speak about the facts and all? Here, their blogger asks their followers to share the feedback on his recent post. They are asking recent post, it is already done. So if he is asking something, it must be in the past only. So the blogger they are speaking about. So you cannot use ask or no improvement. There is a need to improve this sentence. Now the blogger they are asking. Blogger is singular. Blogger is singular. So singular we can use only his, not their. Their is for plural. So for plural we don't for singular we don't use there. It is for plural. So I will eliminate this option also. The blogger is singular, so I have used his. Asked his. The blogger asked his followers to share the feedback on his recent post. So this is the clear explanation about the 25 questions which you have learned today. Of course, it has given great information, and I think you have become prudent by listening to this class. Uh, MSMF is providing such a few, some more freebies, some more bonuses for you, and even we are planning some free platforms to practice your coding, to practice your what do we call this technical skills. So by providing some questions and all, so be prepared for that. Attend our classes regularly. Soon, very soon, we are going to launch this technical sessions also for you to practice. I mean the practice sessions for you through online. Keep supporting us by liking our channel. uh, in on our we are in all the platforms: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Please like, share, and subscribe our channels, so for to learn more information and to know more information and to get to know more updates about the placements and get to know about the trainings of each and every placement. uh, Thank you all for spending your valuable time on Sunday. Keep attending our classes and keep supporting us. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye everyone. Take care.